searched everywhere. I looked through hundreds of files, searched through my text messages. I even looked everywhere in my wardrobe, but I just couldn't find where I asked for your opinion.
Hey y'all, welcome to another episode of Dear Qadriyyah Safiyyah, where I scour the internet in search of situations where I can offer my unsolicited opinion. This one comes from Reddit, Am I the Asshole? Dear Qadriyyah Safiyyah, am I the asshole for refusing to be my best friend's maid of honor after she told my fiance that he's not invited to the wedding? What did your fiance do to not get invited to the wedding? Let's see. Dear Qadriyyah Safiyyah, I've been dating my fiance for 10 years. Has your best friend been your best friend for the entirety that you've dated this man? Because that may be why he's not invited. And we're expecting a baby, which is due in March. Okay, congratulations. We're eloping before the baby arrives for legal reasons, but we'll do it in January, so we'll be able to organize a small party for family and close friends. No more than 20 people. My best friend and her future husband will be invited, though. Very lovely. Well, that makes sense that your best friend is... I need to know how long you've been best friends with this woman. Or this person. We don't know if it's a woman. So straight to the point. My best friend is getting married in a month. Congratulations, best friend. She's been with her fiance for a year. And they got engaged within 6 months. Personally, that's too rushed. It's too rushed. Says the woman who's been with her person for 10 years and is finna get eloped because she's pregnant for legal reasons. It's too rushed. Personally, that's too rushed in my opinion, but that's her life, so she believes that this is the right man. This is her decision. Okay. Once they got engaged around April, she asked me to be her maid of honor. I can't remember what the difference between maid. I think the matron of honor is someone who's already married and a maid of honor is not married. I believe that's the difference. She then started telling me the plans about how she plans on having a huge celebration with 200 plus guests. Vaccination rates are very high in my country, and most restrictions are eased since cases are very low. Okay. Naturally, I assume my fiance would be invited. My best friend has known him for the 10 years, and they're also friendly. Most of our friends are married, so their spouses get an automatic invitation. I assumed my fiance would be invited too, but my BFF decided to notify me that he's not invited. Literally yesterday during a chat we had, and I told her about the suit my fiance bought. She told me, I never told you he was invited though. Did you get a formal invitation? Did you get a formal invitation where you get to put your +1? Because typically, this seems... You should have... When you asked me to be your maid of honor, then that is when you should have said to me, will you be my maid of honor? Your fiance is not invited to the wedding. That should have happened in the same exact conversation. Okay? Because most people get a +1. You know I'm with the dude. You know the plan was to bring him. So that's definitely unreasonable on the BFF's part. I asked her what she meant by that. She said that only married and long-term couples are invited to the wedding. I mean, if being with someone for 10 years doesn't make you a long-time couple, then who? Good Lord. I reminded her I'm engaged to that man and we're expecting a child together and I've been with him for 10 years while we're also planning to elope in a few months. She objected and said she didn't invite him because she doesn't see our relationship as valid if it took us so long to make our relationship legal. And how, if we've been waiting 10 years to take the next step, then our relationship bond is probably not that strong. Oof. She had that in waiting. She couldn't wait to give you a reason to discount your relationship. I mean, wow, bestie. Wow. Told her that that's not her decision to make and she doesn't get to decide whether my relationship is valid or not. Agreed. Agreed. I mean, first of all, it's wild that only married couples and long-term couples are invited to this wedding. That's a very interesting way to have people at your wedding. That is very, very interesting. I could see that as being reasonable for a wedding.
They're recording.
Thank you. She insisted on her decision and said, I'll not invite him. I decide who comes and who doesn't. And since I don't think your relationship is as strong as it should be, you may break up soon and I don't want an ex existing in my wedding pictures. Wow. Wow. What's janky about that statement is of the 200 people that she is inviting, does she know their relationships intimately, like she knows her best friend's relationship? Because it seems like because that's your best friend, you know more about that relationship. But the people, all of the couples who are coming, the assumption is that because they're married, that they won't be divorced, or because they're a long-term couple, that they won't break up. And so your expectation, that is the wildest expectation of your wedding pictures. Your wedding pictures are to signify who was there, not who will last as a couple. Like that. What are these commemorative photos? Like this is wildness. This is just straight wild. Accept it or leave. I am not in a mood to deal with that drama. Does she think they're gonna break up at the wedding? That drama. I told her she's being ridiculous, assuming that we might break up based on her bizarre beliefs, and reminded her I've been with him for 10 years, while she's been with her man for less than 1 year. And she is ridiculous for thinking she can dictate who is serious and who isn't. That's true. It's a true story. I told her I'm dropping the, I'm dropping the maid of honor role because I refuse to be disrespected like that, and told her she can reach for someone new to torture, but not me. Our mutual friends have told me I'm the asshole for dropping out of the wedding and how I should respect the bride's decision. I respect it, but I won't be a part of it. Am I the asshole? So, oh, wow. So there's a lot going on here. The problem is that, so I would say, if she didn't get herself involved in the validity of other people's relationships, then I would say that her wedding is about her and not about you. But she literally is deciding based on whether she thinks your relationship is valid or not. if you will be invited to her wedding. So this, what I would have appreciated is more information about how over these 10 years that you have been with this man, what has been going on over these 10 years? Is he a cheater? Is he trash? Like, is he dishonest? Does he not treat you well? Because your best friend has been with you in your relationship with him throughout these 10 years. And this seems to be her way of, and I would have also liked to know, is this the first time that she has voiced discontent with the partner that you have chosen? If this is the first time, then I want to know how you all define best friends. Because 2 years into a relationship with a man whom your best friend does not think is a good fit for you, how do you qualify a best friend? What makes this person your best friend? But you've been with him 10 years, and if it's the first time, because it sounds like this is the first time that she has expressed that she doesn't think a relationship is valid. Has it been a consistent 10 years? It sounds like she just got beef with your man, and she's using her wedding as a means to express what she thinks about your relationship. Are you the asshole for not being her maid of honor? Maid of honor duties have nothing to do with your relationship to your dude. Maid of honor duties do have something to do with your relationship to the bride. And I would say that your best friend expressing that she does not think that your relationship is valid is not really sufficient in discounting the relationship you've had with your best friend. So I don't know if you're the asshole, but I know your feelings are hurt. Your feelings are hurt that you've been with a man for 10 years and you are not invited to your best friend's wedding because she doesn't think your relationship is valid. I think she's a weirdo for making that the caveat for attending her wedding, but you know, that's such a wild caveat. I mean, I can see it I can see how that's reasonable, because a wedding, the people at your wedding are witnessing the commitment that you are making to God about this union, and are really, as witnesses, are traditionally in a position to support your union in ways that will that will encourage the union to be strong and healthy. And if she feels like your fiance cannot fulfill that role successfully, then no, he's not invited. But she feels like you individually can fulfill that role. So honestly, I think you're hurt, and I think you being hurt about your fiance not being invited, I don't know how that's. I would say, yeah, you're the asshole in this. If it's between asshole and not asshole, I would say, yeah, you're the asshole in this. And be her maid of honor because you're her best friend. Much success to us all.